is energy. One part of the energy
Sorry, Ganguly ji. Sorry, I've just started the recording. Could you just quickly just give a quick introduction and then start that what is the session about today?
Okay.
So then it will go in continuation for the recording.
Okay. That, as I had told you earlier also, there are mentioned earlier that there are many in this today's session who do not belong to this hand in hand group, the Senior Citizens Forum group, and some may not be even knowing me. So a quick one-line introduction. I'm Wing Commander Dipendu Ganguly, retired from Air Force. I've done this color therapy from an recognized institute from Jodhpur, Institute of Acupressure and Color Therapy of Jodhpur. I've done all these things after retirement. And today's subject of my talk is color therapy. Okay. Now let me continue. I was talking of aura. It is a scientific fact that the whole existence is energy. One part of the energy manifests in physical form. Another part does not manifest into a physical form, but still has a form. That form, which is not yet physical, but refers to the physical also, still maintains a form, is called aura. This is actually a definition of aura. A highly spiritual person's aura is almost 6 to 8 inches thick, radiating shining white with blue and violet color bands. An unhealthy or a sick person's aura is just about 1.5 to maximum 2 inches thick, depending upon the seriousness of their ailment. So basically, again, it is a single or a combination of colors of the aura that indicates the health and the type of the person he or she is. Aura can be seen. For this, one has to practice a deep meditation and develop a high power of concentration along with undisturbed focusing. All the chakras are need to be balanced. By the way, I can see aura. Now, as we proceed in this subject, let us try to understand the importance of colors. How does it affect our mind and body? Let me give you an example. You pluck a good apple from a tree. Don't consume it, don't eat it, just keep it on your dining table. Keep it for a few days. You will find that the shining reddish, luster on the apple, it slowly diminishes, it reduces. If you keep it for a few more days, it turns black. And thereafter, it absolutely becomes black and it becomes unfit for human consumption. You will have to throw. Similarly, in our body, we have different type of organs. Brain is whitish gray, heart is reddish purple in color, lungs and liver dark red, our blood is red, bones are white, nails are pinkish white, our palm is light pinkish in color, or some have quite a dark pink in color. The colors of all our internal organs are same for all human beings, whether outwardly he is black, white or brown, irrespective of the region he or she belongs to. Wherever there is a slight variation in the color of any of our internal organ and loses its original luster, means that particular organ has developed some problem and needs medical attention. An allopathic doctor, what does he do? He will diagnose the problem after carrying out some preliminary physical test. You have noticed the doctor, he examines the color of the nails. And if he finds the color of the nail is has turned to yellowish, that means there is some problem. or even if it has turned white, yellow, sure there is a deficiency in the blood and indicates being anemic. Similarly, if your palm is more of white in color, pale, indicates that there is a deficiency in hemoglobin. The color of the dress that we wear makes a lot of difference to our body system. The color should be so chosen that it must suit our health and temperament. As I mentioned earlier, red is hot color. If a person is hyper, gets always angry, too much of mood swing problem, and temperamental red, orange, and yellow dresses will only aggravate his or her problem because they are hot colors. It is not going to suit them. Medicines will hardly have any effect on them. An excellent example of use of colors as a dress code can be seen in hospitals. You must have noticed that in all hospitals, bed sheets are only of white or blue in color and no other color is used. There is a reason, because as I had mentioned earlier that white and blue are cool colors and thus help the patients to remain cool and helps in faster recovery. Blue is the color of all inclusiveness. You will see in the existence anything that is vast and beyond your perception generally tends to be blue.
Yes, Ganguly ji, can I interrupt?
Yes,
In fact, even in school, our uniforms also we choose accordingly. We don't give red as a uniform, you know.
yes, yes,
So
you are
all
right.
school uniforms, we are very mindful about choosing the color of the school uniform.
Yes, you are right. See, that is why, as I was talking about the hospital bed sheets, it helps the patients to remain cool and helps in faster recovery. Similarly, the doctors and nurses in the operation theater wear either blue or green colored dress. They don't wear any other colored dress. Here, the doctor performing the operation and others in operation theater assisting him or her must remain focused, cool, and stable. So these colors actually help them. That is why these colors are prescribed. Therefore, such colors will help them to perform their work, to perform their duty better. Why is a dead body carried in white sheets? Have you ever thought? People who do not know will say that it's a tradition. Of course, anything which goes on for years and years, ages and ages, it becomes a part of tradition, no doubt. White is a neutral color. White is also a color of peace and silence. The dead needs silence and peace. I am reminded of two lines of silence, peace, and all that thing. There are two beautiful lines of a poet, Andrew Marvell, in his poem to his coy mistress. The grave is a fine and private place, but none do I think there embrace. It is very interesting to note how colors play a very important role. A firefighter's dress is also prescribed. He cannot come in any fancy dress. Just like, the hot colors are chosen to fight the heat, just as diamond can only cut diamond. Your kitchen represents Agni, that is fire. In Vastu, as per Vastu, kitchen should be in the southeast direction known as Agni Kon. It is wrong to paint the walls of the kitchen in any fancy color. The right color shades of yellow, orange, or a combination of it, or white or cream is recommended for the kitchen walls as per Vastu. It is highly incorrect to paint the kitchen walls with blue, gray, black, violet, etc. You see, since I'm also in the field of Vastu, I have by now seen hundreds of houses, premises, and all that thing, including industries, factories. In some houses, I have seen the kitchen walls being painted with a lot of fancy colors, other than the colors prescribed in the Vastu, which I just mentioned. And you will not believe that their, the colors has affected them so much that they have a continuous digestive problem. They do not understand, rather they did not understand how is it happening, everything being cooked, neatness, cleanliness, everything is being observed, but then still they have to have allopathy medicine or homeopathy medicine because of. So when I told them that, look, here is a problem, you change the colors, and then you see, and then let me know what is the progress, and believe you me, things definitely changed. Actually, students of all age group, including research scholars, doctors, writers, anyone, all of us are students. They can perform very well if they sit facing east or northeast, and the study room walls are of pure white color or a combination of light blue or green or even cream. These are actually the permitted colors for a study room. It helps in remaining cool, focused, and increases the power of concentration. The room should be not cluttered with unnecessary things. That creates a aura problem within the room itself. Those who suffer from depression, now this is very important. Those who, because of age and all that thing, those who suffer from depression, nervous problem, insanity, seizure problem, high BP, regular headaches, migraine, heart-related problems, acute low back pain, insomnia, emotional disorders, and menstrual problems. I think somebody is talking at the back. Should never wear red colored dresses, including the inner wears. It will only aggravate the problem. Medicines will not have any effect, I can assure you. The right dress color in such cases is shades of blue, preferably sky blue, and shades of green, preferably light banana leaf color. White or cream colors are also suitable. Those who are suffering from regular stomach problems related to digestion should avoid wearing clothes of red, black, indigo, and violet colors.
वन सेकेंड गांगुली जी, एक
Yes,
क्वेश्चन पूछना है कि
Ji.
जैसे वी डोंट वेयर ब्लैक इन मैरिजेस एंड पूजास, व्हाई वी डोंट वेयर ब्लैक कलर और स्पेशली व्हाइट? तो
You see,
व्हाट
I
इज
have,
द
yes, no, I'll answer your question. Actually, if you ask me at the end, otherwise the flow will get discontinued.
ओके ओके
Anyways,
फाइन फाइन
since you have asked, I will reply you also.
ओके
You see what happens, as I had mentioned earlier in the while I was speaking initially, that black color belongs to tamas. It's the three gunas that I have mentioned you. See, the black and the dark gray represents tamas group. What is tamas group? You must have
तामस
heard about the three gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas. The
या
tamas group represents laziness. The tamas group represents ignorance. The tamas group represents death. And the tamas group represents actually no energy at all. Let me talk of this. So because of all these things, when you sit for puja, I'm sure you want a lot of energy. I'm sure you like to have a lot of purity in the mind. So the black or the dark gray doesn't relate to this activity, to perform this
even
activity.
white color, white covers, white color also people avoid in wearing to marriages and pujas. They don't wear white color also. So
Yes,
maybe,
yes, but then white doesn't have any problem. It's a, white color is a symbol of purity. It doesn't have problem, but then yeah, you can have a combination of white, cream and all that thing.
okay, okay. Okay,
Now,
thank you.
a dress of a wrong color, if worn on the regular basis, will certainly have adverse effect in our body system. Even wrong combination of colors create problems. Just like as per science, astrology, diamond and pearl ring or a necklace are not to be worn together. So this is also quite important. Please listen to this. See, as per astrology also, as per color therapy also, as per Vastu also, see, you should not wear on your finger uh, two rings which have a diamond and a pearl. Similarly, ladies also should not have a combination of a diamond and a pearl necklace, because if worn together, these two colors and these two stones rather will sure enough will increase the mental stress. You can see if anyone is wearing, and you can practically see in your life whether he or she having these two things. Sure enough, the subject will have quite a bit of mental stress, unnecessary mental stress. Orange color is a mixture of two primary colors, red and yellow. Orange is a vibrant color. Orange being closer to both red and yellow represents fire element. The color helps in stability, represents purity and truthfulness also. Do you know why Hindu monks or sannyasis wear orange clothes? The vibrant fire energy from the orange color helps in burning the ego in self. Sannyasis also dye and wash their robes, their clothes which are called, in the red soil, because the best way to make the body stable is to remain connected to the earth, especially for one who has sacrificed everything for the sake of following the path of spirituality and selflessness service to mankind. Orange color is so important. Now, this point is also quite important. Orange color is so important that a total absence of this color in our living area will cause a frequent cold, cough, fever, uterine problems, cessation of menstruation in females, bronchitis, and gallstones. But at the same time, one has to be careful in the use of orange color. It should not be used extensively. So that is the relevance of the orange color. Even a person, there are people who are fond of wearing orange colored dresses, but they also need to be very careful that if they wear the orange color and if they have such problems, then they should avoid. They can have a combination. Now, whatever I am telling so far, you see, these colors, they definitely affect the body, and people who have got problems that I've already mentioned so far, they should totally avoid. And secondly, those who have no problems, it is not necessary that everyone will have a problem. Those who have no problem may wear such dresses like red or black. A lot of people are fond of wearing black dresses also. They can wear it, but not on absolute regular basis. Whatever dress you want to wear and go to a, as a party wear or any function, wear whatever you feel like. But then if certain colors which doesn't suit should not be worn on a regular basis. Once in a while it's okay. Sometimes it's okay. Next, coming to black color. In its most negative aspect, black color is said to be, and it encourages actually the worst in people with criminal tendencies. Black color represents end of hope, death, and thus is a preferred dress for funeral. Uh, Mrs. Kumudini was asking about the black. So I'm answering, this also will be an answer to her question. Wearing too much of black clothes or painting the living room walls with large black designs can drain a person's health because it absorbs energy and vitality, leaving behind physical mental fatigue. Let me suggest you try to observe persons regularly wearing black dress. You can also do an experiment yourself. You will notice in them they have attitudinal problems, attitudinal issues, high mood swings, temperamental, tends to lose temper very soon if they keep wearing a black dress on a regular basis, on a daily basis. I am a Vastu expert, as I mentioned you earlier, and by now, since I've seen many houses, I will give you an example where it'll clarify the the how the colors affect even the business premises. For example, even the business premises which use too much of black color does not perform well. You can see in the malls also there are certain stores, there are certain shops, stalls using too much of black color, black designs. They're fond of black design. The owner must be fond of black design. But then I know you will find their stores are almost remain empty. There is hardly any people there, because the shoppers or the persons who gets inside gets distracted, and there is a disturbed feeling, a feeling of uneasiness, and thereby they just leave the shop without buying anything. As I told you, I have seen many houses by now, Vastu assessment visits, all that I keep doing. The entire, when I was invited to a house, the entire living room, bedroom had large wall paintings in black color. This is a true example that I'm giving you. In fact, they had spent large amount of money doing the wall paintings. They had hired some good artist and painter, and all their rooms, their living room, their bedrooms, they had large black designs, black paintings. So to say, the entire house was only black, black and black only. They had lot of health issues. Not only that, the entire family did not live in harmony. Everyone was in a high temper, heated arguments, leading to quarrels. Lack of trust generally kept increasing. The head of the family was not able to understand what went wrong. That is how he consulted someone, and he said कि एक आप एक वास्तु expert को बुलाइए. I think there is some problem with with your house. Anyway, having gone there and having seen all these things, when I was talking and asking some preliminary questions in front of me, there started a heated argument between husband and wife. So my first task was to cool them, I'm quite used to all these things, because whenever I go for a vastu assessment in various houses, these things keep cropping up. Then, although it becomes a little embarrassing, but then somehow I cool them, and then I explain them the basic problem of your house is the color. So you have to remove all these paintings, despite you have spent a lot of money. You have to have a lot of other colors, which I mentioned them, which what colors should be used. And after that, I will place some yantras also. I will install some yantras also. And you tell me after 30 days, how do you all feel? Because you all keep fighting, quarreling among each other. And there is a sense of low esteem and all that thing. Believe you me, after my advice and after having installed yantras and all that thing, after about 20 or 25 days, the lady of the house gives me a ring and told me that गांगुली साहब आपने पता नहीं क्या जादू कर दिया, अभी तो सब कुछ ठीक ठाक चल रहा है, कोई झगड़ा वगैरह कुछ नहीं चल रहा है, things are going on very well. See, what I'm trying to say is, this is the effect of color. As a color therapist, what do? I first examined the 7 chakras that are in the body. I am sure you all must be knowing what the chakra is. Chakra healing and all that thing you must have heard. Chakras are nothing but major energy points in our body. If I mention from top to bottom, the scientific name is brain to begin with. The chakra's name is Shasahara, or it is also called thousand petal lotus. Color associated with it is violet. Then the next in the order comes the glabella chakra. It is located between the eyebrows. The chakra name is Ajna, or it is also called third eye. The color associated with it is indigo. Next, the third one is the box, the throat chakra, and the chakra name is Vishuddha. The color associated with it is blue. Then comes heart. Coming down comes heart. The chakra is called Anahata chakra, and the color associated is green. The next one coming down is the belly button or the umbilicus, and the chakra name is Manipura or the solar plex, and the color associated with it is yellow. Coming down is the abdomen chakra, which is the 6th chakra, and in the scientific term it is the abdomen, and the chakra is the Swadhisthana chakra. The color associated is orange. And the root chakra, in the scientific way, the sex organ area is called the Mooladhara chakra, or it is called the root chakra, and the color associated with it is red. With the help of a yantra, I examine all the 7 chakras first. The yantra is so energized and, in the computer language, programmed by the way of meditation and performing puja and offering special mantras to it, that it quickly picks up the energy and shows whether positive or negative. Positive includes all is well. Negative indicates not well. The yantra is so accurate that even if someone tries to hide his or her problem, the yantra sticks to its true manifestation. This also, I have witnessed, experienced at many places when I examine the chakras, and when I say that, look, you have got some problem, let's say in the right side of your head. Initially, the subject says, no, हमारे पास कोई problem नहीं है, ये problem तो हमारा नहीं है. I said, but you are lying me because you are hiding something. I'll tell you one case wherein the lady said, yes, I have a problem, after insisting. And the husband said, you never told me. Later on, it was found out that they had some she had some nerve related problem. Anyway, thereafter, depending upon the area to be cured, I place color energy plates on the body. And for a maximum time of 15 to 20 minutes, as assessed by me, I apply it. This application is once a day into number of days as assessed by me. It can be anything between 15 and 45 days. I have found very good results, and the patients get cured. Till now, at least I have cured, subjects of depressions, low back pain, migraine, low self-esteem, menstrual problems, and leg pain. No oral medicines are involved in this. It's a very simple technique, By the way, in fact, let me also tell you, presently, I am administering color therapy on another person, and that person, when the complaint is that whenever she gets up from the chair or from the bed, she tells ki mere ko chakkar aata hai, and there's a giddiness, and she tends to fall. Having administered color therapy for last 4 or 5 days only, that giddiness, chakkar, falling down has stopped. In fact, even I'm also surprised and astonished. How did it happen so quickly? Because it takes little time. But then, well, the husband also says she is quite all right now. The interior decoration of the house, painting of walls with certain colors make a lot of difference to the mind, the psychology, behavior, and attitude of the person living inside the house, which people actually do not understand. They do not know because of the ignorance. They do not know about all this. Even the color of bed sheets, pillow cover makes a difference. And elderly old person, we all have, elderly old persons in our houses, father, mother, grandmother, and all that. Even the elderly old persons, particularly who is sick, if made to sleep on a black, violet, yellow, orange colored bed sheet, including the cover, the sickness, I can tell you with confidence, the sickness that the subject has will continue. No amount of medicines will lose its power and will help the subject. The healing will become absolutely, with the help of the medicine, absolutely slow. It will go slow. This is the problem with the colors. And a very sick person who is totally bedridden with serious problem, a bedridden person who is again made to sleep on a total black color bed sheet, or let me tell you, this is also I have already experienced. I have seen also that I have received complaints also that total black color bed sheets, the subject sees hallucinations. They will tell you that I'm not getting sleep. I'm sitting. I'm seeing ghost in front of me and all that thing. So these are the problems of colors. One has to be very careful using what color he or she should use. See, even the nature has given us various type of vegetables which have got a lot of different colors. You have gajar, you have mooli, you have got tomatoes. Every item has got its own independent color. So there, what is balanced food? After all, you have to use these items, consume these vegetables, and have a lot of color potency in you also. It is very good to go for a morning walk in the morning, anytime after the sun rises till 9 o'clock. You see, because that time the sun rays, the ultraviolet rays are soft, they are not hard, they are not hot. And those sun rays, after all the sun rays that are coming, the 7 colors, they help the skin, they help the body, and they help the entire body system, so that with those colors you remain fit and fine. Those people who, these days there are students, there are people working, particularly in the IT department, software and all that. They remain in the offices right from the morning till evening. There is no sunlight on them. There is no natural color, Vibgyor's color falling on them. Their skin is totally devoid of all these colors, and they start developing a lot of health issues. to the extent that there is nerve related problem, depressions and all that thing. So friends, I have talked about the major color problems, color issues and the benefits also. It is almost now 10 to 8 or so. So if anyone has any questions right now, I am ready to answer. I have finished.
Wonderful. We are just
Yeah.
thinking, what is there in our wardrobe? What is around us? What should we wear? All right. Hey, Swati, welcome. Wearing red.
Yes.
What does it mean?
It means this was ironed, washed and ironed.
Okay. Yes.
And it is a coincidence that all three are wearing red. Swati and yourself and also Sagri.
Correct. Sagarika also was wearing red. I'm wearing orange, my favorite color. Okay. Let's have some questions.
No, Gangulida, did he mention there is certain way of finding out an individual's color preference? No, there is something like that.
Pardon?
There is certain way of finding out an individual's color preference.
Yes, you
According,
see, the aura makes a lot of difference. See, the aura tends to attract the colors also because everything is brain. The brain functions in such a way that it is a centrifugal point, and then the aura, the thickness of the aura, how energetic the aura is, what color the aura is radiating from your body, our body, that makes a lot of difference. It also indicates what color is being radiated. And there are a person, suppose his aura, there is a radiation of a tinge blue or a tinge red or a tinge let's say green. That means he or she will tend to prefer that color automatically.
okay, Ganguly ji, I think Swati, what Swati means and what I also want to ask is, हर एक आदमी का हम लोग बोलते हैं ना कि अपना डेट ऑफ बर्थ के हिसाब से वो बोलते हैं ये कलर आपके लिए है, मतलब ये कलर आपके लकी कलर्स है, वो कैसे डिसाइड होता है? वो
See, that is a part of astrology.
ये कलर आपके लिए अच्छे हैं, वो we come to know about it in book also, if born in this sign or this date. I don't know how it is decided.
See, that's a part of astrology. A good qualified astrologer, when he examines you through your, the horoscope and all that, so he can also tell you which color suits you, which color doesn't suit you. Again, is a part of color therapy. Which color suits you, which color doesn't suit you, and which color the subject tends to prefer also. Again, it's a part of color therapy. He will also tell you that this color is not suitable to you. Why is not suitable to you? Because of all that I've been telling all this time. Anything else?
Ganguly, I want to ask you one question. Hello.
I can hear you. Boliye.
What about the businesses with the commodities dealing color in black?
I couldn't get you. What is it?
You told a lot about black color. I want to ask, what about the businesses dealing with the commodities black in color, like coal, charcoal?
And that's a very good question, in fact, very good question. See, that's a part of business. People do business either with coal, charcoal, or whether it is gold or diamond or anything. But you are only handling that item. It is the item only that you are handling. It is a charcoal or coal, whatever you say,
Yeah.
which is black in color. But at the same time, you are not getting merged with that item. See, you are only handling it, you are buying it, you are selling it. You are not wearing a black dress color just because you are, buying and doing a business of coal. It does not mean that you should also wear black color
No,
dress
but
all the time,
you
24
are
hours.
surrounded by that commodity.
Yes, you are surrounded by that commodity. That is all right. But then it doesn't, it is not going to affect you so much.
Yeah.
It is not going to affect you so much because you have a limited time there. You come out of it.
Sorry.
You yourself, you are wearing a different type of dress. And by that what happens, it doesn't affect you much at all. Even if there is any black effect, because the coal doesn't have any aura, first of all.
Yeah.
So even if it that black, you are always seeing the black, it will not affect. But at the same time, let me also tell you another thing. There are some good colors, and if you have some problem, for example, let's say you have eye problem, okay, and if you look at a greenery,
Yeah.
natural greenery sitting at your home itself from your window, and you keep looking at the greenery for 10 to 15 minutes, you will have a soothing effect.
Yeah.
You will have a soothing effect. And when you are handling coal, you will not have a soothing effect. I can tell you that
Definitely.
you will not having a soothing effect.
Yeah.
If you are handling those who are handling fire, for example, all the time,
Yeah.
there also he's not, he's actually having a problem with his eyes also. He will develop some problem with his eyes because that fire energy is going to trouble his eyes and trouble his aura also.
Yeah.
So these things are there, but then at the same time, it is the dress that actually matters because that is clinging to you. It is clinging to your body. And when I tell that certain person should not wear a certain dress, let us say, if I say a person who is suffering from acute depression or something like that, as I mentioned, or a person who is hyper, he gets angry, he or she gets angry, temperamental. If that person wears a red color dress, he will continue to remain hyper. He will continue to remain in that angry state. No amount of medicines and all that thing will actually help him much. And when I tell wearing dresses, I mean the inner wears also, because that is clinging to your body.
Yeah. My other question is about the yantra for examining the chakras you just
Yes,
mentioned.
yes.
It is the apparatus or machine.
No, it's an apparatus. It's a small apparatus. It is not a machine. It's a small apparatus on which I perform a lot of meditation, because when I sit for an hour long for meditation, and there are some special mantras and all that thing by which I energize it, I activate it, जिसको बोलते हैं ना प्राण प्रतिष्ठा करना.
Yeah, yeah.
अभी जैसे for example, I find Lata sitting. Lata has some issues with her brain, if I'm not wrong. So I will suggest Lata, being a right example in front of me, I will suggest her to wear more of a blue color dress, preferably, lighter blue and all that thing, more of green color dress, white or cream. And what should Lata avoid? She should avoid red, yellow, black, and orange. So these color dresses Lata must avoid, and it will definitely help her.
Thank you.
Ga-
Meera auntie, unmute yourself. You wanted to say something.
I want, I want to ask, I want your suggestion, Ganguly.
Yes, बोलिए.
हाँ, व्हाट हैपेंस, क्या हो रहा है, वो जो रात को जो नींद के अच्छा स्लीप के लिए कौन सा लाइट, जीरो लाइट लगाते हैं ना? We use zero light.
That's a
So which
question.
color?
This
Is
question
it a
was
blue
asked
or
to me.
red?
This question was asked to me in the last, I had given a lecture to a club, online club, and the same question was asked. So if persons, whoever wants to have a night lamp, you can have a light blue color 0-watt bulb switched on. And those who are not having good sleep, in addition to that, you try to sleep on a blue color bed sheet, absolutely blue color cotton bed sheet. Those who have sleep problem, let me also give this advice. Those who have sleep problem do not have good sleep and keeps waking up very often in the night, because if you don't have a good sleep, it also creates a lot of problem. So if the bed sheet is light blue in color, including the pillow cover, I can guarantee you try it, you will have a very good sleep.
Okay, but what about the light, zero light?
I told you it's a light blue color light, 0-watt blue color light.
Red is not advisable. Red.
No, not at all, not at all, not at all.
Okay, thank you, Ganguly.
Thank you. Yes, Mrs. Mir wanted to ask something. Please unmute yourself. You're on mute.
Touch the screen, Meera aunty. Touch the screen, you will see the sign. Not happening. Not happening, Meera aunty. Just, you are still on mute.
Anyone
Touch
else
the-
has any questions? Please, we are almost 7 o'clock. Any more questions?
Meera aunty, she wanted to ask, she is not able to unmute.
Yeah,
herself.
वो नहीं कर पा रही हैं, but we
हाँ.
have to move on. Renu aunty? Okay, we can ask. Ganguly ji is always here. You can ask on the WhatsApp.
Yeah, I can always help out.
Meera aunty, WhatsApp pe you type and ask your question. Yeah? Okay. Anyone else?
Nice to see the
Okay.
Robi after a long time, no?
Yeah. Ganguly ji, one question from me. If you are going to speak on stage or in lecture you're giving, or you're in front of people, is there any color which attracts people's attention and you should wear it?
Yes, this is also a very interesting question. See, you should not wear a dull color. You should not wear a dull color. And also you should not wear white and cream.
Okay.
If you are going to give an interview somewhere, this is applicable to students and for those who go for a job interview and all that thing. Moment you wear a dull color, a gray color, a black color, sure enough, that aura is becomes totally negative, and the person sitting in front of you to ask questions and all that will not have that good perspective, because the color makes a lot of difference.
But
Whereas
white works for interviews, I suppose. Mostly
no,
men
white
go in
and
white shirts.
white and cream is also good. There's no, I'm not saying that white and cream is bad. That is also good. But what I am trying to tell you is what you should avoid. What you should
Hmm.
avoid is black, dark gray, or any shade of gray. Violet should be again avoided, and yellow should be avoided.
Okay. Yes. Good idea. And any bright color on stage, but
Yeah,
not red.
any bright color on stage, so that you draw the attention of the people.
Right. All
And-
right. Anybody?
And always bright colors for hand-in-hand sessions.
Yes, yes.
Okay. My bandwidth is very low, so I'm off camera. So anybody else, if we are done with the session, thank you, Ganguly ji. It was absolutely an amazing session.
Thank
And
you
I
so much.
think
Very interesting topics.
And if anyone has any issues, you can directly contact him. Now you know the examples which he gave was so real because he has handled. So please connect with him. Or
Yeah,
मुझे अगर personal
you are free to connect with me, because there may be questions which people do not want to ask in front of everybody. I can understand that. So you are free to connect me on my WhatsApp number, and I'm there to help out.
And he's always you are always available whenever somebody is need for, not maybe now you're getting, maybe sometime later you have a question. He's always one
Yes,
WhatsApp
yes.
away. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Everybody,
Okay.
bye-bye. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye.
Okay, next session, we Independence Day. And after that, Dura Auntie is going to take a session on healthy eating, 22nd August. Next session is 15th August is going to be singing patriotic songs. Okay. So Sagarika will take that session. And for now, bye-bye. See you all. Good
Okay,
night.
bye.
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 Bye, bye, bye.